Here we are looking at another way to do a decal. This is one of those things where you use the layer plane screen plane settings and you make the decal into a layer plane. So we're going to go to rendering and look at it under wireframe. Here's a wireframe and you see there's an object here. This object is a bitmap. It's on a 3D plane. So a bit confusing. It's a two-dimensional object. If I look at it from the side, it's very thin, but it is set into a 3D plane, then manipulated so it is on this face. When we render it, it looks like a decal stuck onto the cube. If we grab this file and drop it in here, it's a bitmap, it's PNG, and we're going to import the Alpha Channel. We're going to say OK. Now immediately it's on the layer plane. Let's change it to screen plane. Immediately you can't see it because you have to turn unified view on and then turn unified view off, I believe, and then we see it. That's one of those anomalies. We have these settings, but somehow it wants to not show things properly. So you see the basketball has an alpha channel around it, so you don't see it. If we go to wireframe, you see the handles, but again, you don't see the surround. And then when we make this into layer plane, it goes to the bottom here. So let's just take it and move it. And we're going to have to scale it back a little bit. That's a little bit better. You can see the object is kind of floating right now. So go to side view here, render it, we're going to grab it, we're going to drop it on top. In the words of Kevin from the forum, bump it up a little bit so that you don't lose what you were looking at. And now we see that that is on the top. It's a decal. It's a little bit bigger than this one, but that's irrelevant. Again, this is the bitmap. The bitmap was a PNG, and when we imported it, we kept the alpha channel. If you make it into a 3D plane, layer plane, then you can adjust it accordingly. Keep in mind it's two-dimensional, it's not three-dimensional. It is positioned like you would move anything in 3 dimensions. You can see the move 3D lets you move it, and we placed it on top. When it renders there, it doesn't stay visible, but the nice thing about it is when you are in wireframe, it stays visible. So that it's easier to position than you might have something otherwise. There you kind of see that we rendered it from the keyboard, custom VectorWorks, but we didn't have unified view turned on. Kind of odd considering that there's only one layer. So why unified view would be needed, I don't know. But in this case, you need to turn it on or turn it off. It's one of those aggravating anomalies, and you'll get a good rendering. So now this is rendered in VectorWorks custom, and the decals look nice. Thanks for watching.